Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. In really big Pokemon news, the Pokemon Center in Hiroshima is reopening, and of course, we've got a whole new collection to celebrate. Seems like the re-theme of this one is Shiny Gyarados, and of course we have Pikachu catching a ride on the back of one. We have a plushie of the Gyarados and Pikachu. There's also a Koi Nobori Pikachu plush. There's some keychain plushies, a red Gyarados Koi Nobori. There's some normal keychains, some washcloths, folders, a glass with a really cool design on it, kitchen items like a spatula, bottle opener. There's also this spoon charm, a full-sized wooden spoon, and some clothing items and a tote to carry all your stuff in. There's also a wallet and some brushes, which I think these are makeup brushes. But overall, a very unique collection, as the Japanese usually do. And if you want to see if any of these items are available, I'll link them down in the description for you, plus anything else that I can in this video. Like the Mega Charizard X and the Cinderace figures, Jazzwares finally has these released over at Target in the US. Some of the regions already seem to have had this wave, and at least online and at my own Target, doesn't seem like there's any sales on these figures quite yet. I know some of you do like to kind of wait until you can get a pretty good deal, but maybe your local Target is doing something a little bit different. Sometimes some regions will have them down to like $13, which is that's a pretty good deal. Each figure is going to run you $20, and there's also the Deoxys in this wave. That one so far is not released in the US, but I do believe it's out in Mexico. Mexico's actually been getting a lot of figures early lately. Now personally, I've got both of these figures coming, the Mega Charizard X and the Cinderace. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some reviews out for you guys, but life has been kind of crazy busy lately, so I apologize for not keeping up as normal, but I really appreciate every single one of you for watching, commenting, and just overall just still being there. Then last week, in our video, we had some pretty big Jazzwares reveals, but there's one big one I forgot to mention. We actually got a look at our next epic battle figure. We've got Golurk sitting on the shelf, which is super cool. It's a niche pick. Apparently, since the reveal of all this, there's a lot of people who love Golurk, which I just love to see happening. But this Golurk is a larger Pokemon. It's over 9 feet tall. So this being an epic battle figure might actually scale pretty decently with some of the other figures that are out there. But I don't know. We'll kind of see. We'll have to get our hands on it, and that's also if we even get our hands on it, because as many of us are feeling and wanting, the Tyrantrum still hasn't come out in the US. So fingers crossed that we'll see this Golurk a little bit more widely available. Over on the English Pokemon Center, we did have the drop of the Pearlescent Funko Pop of Vaporeon. Seems like a few of you got some wins out there, so always happy to see that. I got one myself, hopefully shows up very soon. I think it's tomorrow, but up next we should hopefully have the Jolteon and the Flareon on separate releases, but no time frame as of yet. It could be a couple weeks, it could be a couple months, I don't know, we'll see. Heading on back over to the Japanese Pokemon Center, there was a very large accessory collection that was released. This collection contains a lot of things like earrings, rings, hair ties, combs. It's honestly, it's a pretty big thing. This is all just accessories for like jewelry, but I always love just like the subtle ways to kind of express that you're a Pokemon fan, you know, but it's just kind of like hidden, like, you know, just a little bit in the hair. And speaking of love, we've got some new plushies. This collection is the Buru Mugio plushies. I probably butchered that, but these plushies, when you pull them apart, they will retract back together. So this way the baby can get a hug from its parent. Like, that's pretty cool. That's super cute. And there's also this new Pikachu plush toy. This is the For You Pikachu. This one is coming to Pokemon Centers, and the Pikachu is holding a Gracidia flower, which, if you may know, has ties back to Shaman. So Pikachu is bringing this bouquet to show a little bit of gratitude for you. In card news, we got some new trademarks filed by the Pokemon Company. This trademark is for the Pokemon card game Mega, which is not that unusual that they would be trademarking some names like this. They do it all the time. However, this one is starting to trigger a lot of rumors just because of the verbiage that's being used in a couple of the news sites and just this trademark in general, that this name could mark the end of Scarlet and Violet. This is all rumors though. There's no like actual official statement that this Scarlet and Violet era of cards is going away, but it's not impossible or improbable that this could be happening. A swap in the generational name has been done in the past during the Diamond and Pearl era of the cards when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. So the rumor is that this is kind of happening here since we have the release of Legends ZA coming up, and we obviously have that big focus on Mega Pokemon. I do wish we got the Mega Pokemon cards like we had in like XY, like in Evolutions and stuff. I don't know, just the big Japanese letters, like that was peak. Then last week we got the official reveal of the Koraidon motorcycle developed by Honda. There was a big event on the 7th that they had many people come out to, and it looks like this motorcycle does have some articulation points, like in the arms and even in the mouth, surprisingly. Like it actually like opens up, but it's those little details. But while the wheels don't appear to be functional, at least from what I'm seeing here, and even on the Koraidon in the past that Toyota made, those wheels, I don't think those were functional either. But honestly, Koraidon just walks around on all fours anyways. But I do hope in the future that we'll see this Koraidon walking around on all fours. That will be pretty sweet. And it'd be pretty sweet if I saw you in the future on the next video. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to share the video with a friend. I really appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.